Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Up the middle, Achane. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Rodgers. And the Chiefs are going to get him. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hilton. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now it's Stafford. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. To the air again, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Now Stafford. Got him in. It's Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now a guy who's been a Raider his entire career. This is Marcel Reese. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
Kansas City.
Running right, here's Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Stafford. And complete on the right side to Bennett. Call it a gain of a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun, here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They snap it to Stafford. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he will get in to make it 8-0. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Achane gets it from the gun. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Bennett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A throw left side, it's hauled in by Golden. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Matthew Golden, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have cut the lead back down to 2. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
And a first down, Chiefs.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he's got room. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
Commanders 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Rodgers to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Rodgers. Pass caught. That's Golden. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Stafford. Little swing thrown underneath to Achane. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Stafford escaping the pressure right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
Even the most tenured quarterbacks can still get fooled from time to time. He clearly thought he had a throwing lane, but the defense shut it down and picked it off. I'm sure he's frustrated with himself, but I'm also sure he'll shake it off.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards up 1st and 2nd down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing is Rodgers. That's taken in by Golden. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achan. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. On 3rd down, Achan. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell for the extra point. And it's good to make it 15-14. 1-point game.
Chiefs 15. Commanders 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
To throw is Stanford. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And finally down at the 9-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. On the return is Achane. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop it.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play. Really setting the tone for this third quarter.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Achane. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down.
And they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game. And there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw is Rodgers. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 83. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Rodgers to throw once more. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Again, it's Achane. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the two-point conversion.
Washington will line up for the two-point conversion.
They're going to try and run. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the one.
Commanders 20, Chiefs 15.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Rodgers now to throw. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part at got him the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum of the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Here's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Stafford now to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, Stafford. This is caught inside the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now it's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Here's Stafford. His pass caught at the 4. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Stafford. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Touchdown! Larry Fitzgerald from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
A throw left side, it's hauled in by Golden. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And they'll give this to A-Champ. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down. and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the big
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is caught. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Martellus Bennett, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll just get rid of it.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he will have the Chiefs first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 35.
First down, Chiefs.
To the air again, Stafford. Throw out right, it's brought in by Otten. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Here's 2nd and a yard. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
They're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They tried to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves him because of the incompletion. A very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
Now it's Stafford. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. They snap it to Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Stafford. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Stafford now to throw. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Back to throw. This one thrown underneath to Achane. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 2nd down, goal to go. Back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
To kick off.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Rodgers to throw. It's complete to the tight end Bennett. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He's across midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the Chiefs' 43-yard line.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Back to throw, Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
A big play looming on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending.
kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Throwing right away is Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
To throw, it's Williams. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Here's Williams. The toss here completed to Pittman. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Throwing is Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
To the air, Williams. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. That's the safety, Caleb Downs.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
A run now from Achane. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He'll get this complete to Matthew Golden. 7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. And a Commander's first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a run by Achane. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
To throw is Rodgers. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now Rodgers. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
9 yards.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding with 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal.
Boswell's kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their second drive here to ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up a bit, a little bit, didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
That was a first down pickup of 8.
How about that call? Handed to the big guy in that situation. Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offensive coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
2nd and 7. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw is Williams. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. That is caught. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. First carry here for Chase Brown. That's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To give to the fullback on the dive. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Calais Campbell on the stop. From the 35, here's the 2nd and 8. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards.
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will tie us at 3-3.
All right, let's give the kicker some credit here because he didn't let the inaccurate snap phase him whatsoever. Trusted his holder to get the ball down in time, stuck to his routine, and somehow found a way to put the ball through the uprights.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of it.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. But now it's third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw, Williams. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
If you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here's the Jets punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And this will be incredible field position as that'll kick out of bounds inside the opponent's 35-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A throw left side, it's hauled in by Golden. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders.
They weren't running RPOs when this quarterback first entered the league, but his adaptability is one of the reasons he has stuck around for as long as he has. He hasn't just learned to run these more modern plays. He's put in the extra work to excel at them.
Here's Rodgers. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. He's got Harrison left side complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Rodgers going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Harrison. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. An 11-yard touchdown. And Washington has taken the lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Commanders 10, Jets 3.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He'll get this one to Pittman. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
Second and 6. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line.
16 yards.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back to throw again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, New York.
Throwing again here, Williams. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
That's the safety, Caleb Downs, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now it's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to the ground, Achane. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That's taken in by Golden. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That's a Washington Commanders first down. First and 10
So from the 17 now,
17-yard
here's a
line.
1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Rodgers to throw. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Achane once more. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
Now Rodgers. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
For the point after.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 17-3.
Commanders 17. Jets 3.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change their thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
To the air, Williams. Flush to his right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They'll go. Here's Williams. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Williams going to look to throw again. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Here's Williams. And going right back to Pittman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Throwing is Williams. He completes it to Ridley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Gain of 26 yards. 1st down, New York.
To throw, Williams. The toss here completed to Pittman. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. To throw once more, here's Williams. And it's caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Touchdown, Jets. Andrew Beck, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Brandon McManus.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's up through the goalposts at 17-10.
Makes the score. Commanders 17. Jets 10.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Now Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle, and he said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
This is Achane. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Down to the 25. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Dante Fowler. His second sack of the night. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a two-score game. Boswell's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
To throw, it's Williams. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll get this one to Pittman. Here's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw again. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Williams. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Now he's free at the 35. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Williams pass intercepted. The command.
So